Gas prices have fallen about 25% in our state from June, while the state is also planning for more electric vehicles. The Department of Transportation is working on a plan to spend $51.4 million in federal funding to expand electric vehicle charging stations. The U.S. Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, told me that those will be what she calls transportation corridors. That's where these things will be. It's all part of the administration's commitment to electric vehicles at a time when she is also supporting what she says will be a record year of oil production next year.
In some places, it might be at your, local convenience store. It might be at some actually gas stations are looking at putting in charging stations. But the bottom line is we want to electrify the whole country so that people can have access to electricity, electric vehicles, and the fuel for them, which of course is electricity. And that, in a state like Iowa, if you can imagine charging your car based upon wind or sunshine, that is a much cheaper strategy than, even as we talked about gas prices coming down, to not have to pay that would be amazing. If you look at gas prices versus electric charging, the equivalent for the same distance, it's about $1 per gallon if you charge it versus, of course, what it is today for gasoline.
Maybe to get in the weeds a little bit, when you talked about those transportation corridors, what constitutes that? We have the huge Interstate 35 and Interstate 80, north, south, and east, west. Does it get smaller than that, or are these things more realistic for the big 4 lanes?
Well, we certainly want it to be on the heavily traveled roads, but it's up to the state to help to designate what those transportation corridors are, because in some states you may have rural highways that are not heavily traveled, but that are essential from getting from one place to another. So it depends upon the state plan.
You had talked about, I saw earlier this week, that you would forecast record oil production for 2023 for our country. How do you balance that prediction and that push for more oil production, as the president has done, for those folks who kind of want the greener side of things, pushing clean energy, thinking that that is a contradiction?
Yeah, it's a great question. First of all, the reason we want to see more production right now is because when Russia invaded Ukraine, and they're a big exporter of oil, that pulled a bunch of barrels, millions of barrels off the market. And so that supply crunch is what's caused these prices to go up. So as we transition to this clean economy, we want to make sure people have access to the fuels that they need to either go to work or flip on the switch, et cetera. We know it's a transition, but ultimately this is why we're pressing on the accelerator to be able to move to clean, because if we don't have to rely upon the volatility of fossil fuels, or at least or of countries who are exporting fossil fuels that don't have our interests at heart, or don't share our values, that's really what will make us energy independent, energy secure, and rely upon energies that continue to come down in price. Wind and solar continue to drop. Solar is now the cheapest form of energy in most places, and that will make driving cheaper, that will make home fuel cheaper, and ultimately that will make us more energy secure.
What about the production, to go back to EVs for a second here, when we're talking about battery production and getting the stuff made here and the ingredients produced here, if you really will, to just kind of dumb all this down. But how quickly can this happen so that can take this to the next phase?
This is what's so exciting to me about this Inflation Reduction Act, is that it is a whole strategy for manufacturing in the United States. So for example, electric vehicles run on batteries. As we know, batteries have a lot of critical minerals in them, and a lot of the battery cells are made right now in China, in Asia. The president has said, no more. We don't want to rely upon other countries for our energy independence and our fuel. Let's bring that whole supply chain here. So the tax credits that are associated with the purchase of electric vehicles that are embedded in that Inflation Reduction Act are starting in January, tied to the content being produced in the United States. So it's going to take a little, we've seen all these battery announcements, a lot in the Midwest, these battery companies coming to the US, but they've got to build that up and get their supply rolling. But the bottom line is we are building up a whole, I say this, I'm a former governor of Michigan, and believe me, I was sick of seeing all of these jobs go to other countries because we were in a global market and we just allowed them to go to where the cheapest labor was. Well, what this act does is say, no, we're going to incentivize those companies to reshore all this manufacturing, and so build up a whole economic sector in clean energy as we allow people to take advantage of the cleaner options as well.
All right, final question here. You mentioned your previous life as a governor here. What's the biggest day-to-day difference for you? You're the chief executive of a state, and now you work at the pleasure of the president, right? I would presume you can get stuff done quicker on a state level than you can on a federal level. What would you say the biggest difference is?
Well, I'd say one of the biggest differences is that I can focus in this area that I love, which is in clean energy. And I have a boss who has negotiated these incredible bills that give us the tools to be able to work with states to get it done. But it's all about, to me, it's all about impact. And I'm very focused on making sure that we reduce the impacts from climate change. And I think I've got bigger tools in this role than I might have had as governor.
All right, up next, a question about Christina Bohannon's future in the Quick Six.